We are inside the Global Expedition Vehicles Patagonia. Now this thing is an absolute beast. This thing is a go anywhere vehicle, and today I'm going to give you a complete tour inside and out of all of its features. They've outfitted this medium-duty Kenworth with four-wheel drive, large off-road tires, and custom suspension. The custom roof rack and front bumper are made in-house by Global X, and the bumper has an 18,000-pound winch along with an LED light bar and 2 additional LED lights. On the driver's side, there is a 6-kilowatt diesel generator and a locking storage bay. It's hard to see in there, but it's fairly deep. This is the door for your cassette toilet. It has 2 100-gallon diesel tanks. More storage compartments, and this is the garage. This is a general area for storage, and around back, there is a full-size spare with rim, a winch to help you get it down, and L-track along the wall. There is also a pull-out drawer that's designed for 2 bikes, and another 18,000-pound winch on the rear bumper. Along the passenger side, there is an outdoor kitchen that pulls out from the storage bay. It has a small workspace, electric grill, and a single burner induction stovetop. There is more storage underneath the kitchen. They've also installed a small Dometic cooler on a pull-out tray. One of the great things about Global Expedition Vehicles is with something like the Patagonia, they can custom build it to your specs with a lot of the options and things that they offer. One of those options is the bunk bed. So I've got the bed kind of in the down position. It'll go down further. I just didn't want to undo all the cushions and everything. But you get the idea. This is a full bed. There are LED lights up here. And let me put it up. This is the switch to make the bed go up and down, along with a 12-volt outlet and 2 120 outlets. This is the dinette area. As you can see, it's horseshoe shaped, which means you can easily seat 4 people here comfortably, but this table is able to be removed so that you can convert this into a full-size bed. Now the bed above me in the bunk is also a full-size bed, and then in the back there is a queen-size bed, which I will show you later. Another nice feature from the dinette is that you can get into the cab because this has the optional cab pass-through. This chassis happens to be a Kenworth. In the cab you can see a number of custom features. But the nice thing with Global Expedition Vehicles is that you can choose the medium-duty chassis that you want to build on. Another nice feature I like about this pass-through for extra security, there are doors on both sides that you can close and lock from the inside. And one last feature with the dinette is the storage underneath. So there is a large drawer that you can pull out, access. Across from me is this huge cabinet, and then a couple more drawers. And across is a TV that you can pull out and swivel along with a sound bar. Now in the kitchen, one feature I really like are these foam inserts for all the plates and glasses. This is great for when you're going down a rough road or something. You know, the stuff that this thing is meant to go on to keep all your glasses and that from breaking. There is more storage here, and then you have a granite countertop, a nice deep stainless steel sink, 2-burner induction stove, and this little mount here for a coffee maker. There is also this window that pivots out. Now these are Armor Vision windows. They are dual pane, and they have a nightshade along with bug screen. Below the sink, a lot more storage, and I love these. This is a chest style freezer and fridge combo. Convection microwave. And then a large pantry. And when I say large, you can see how much stuff this actually fits. Along the floor, you've got LED accent lighting. Above the kitchen, you have a Max Air fan. The interior height in here is 6'7". I am 5'11". I've got my tall shoes on today and my hat, so it gives you some idea of how tall the ceilings are. And the box itself is 20 feet long. Now let's talk about some of the features you can't see. This has 800 watts of lithium battery power along with 1,000 watts of solar on the roof, along with the 6 kilowatt diesel generator that I showed you earlier. This also has a 3,500 watt inverter and 135 gallons of fresh water. That is going to last you a long time when you're out in the boondocks. It also has AC along with a Webasto diesel heater. One feature in this that I haven't seen in a lot of other rigs this size is a dry bath. Now, wet bath is standard, but a dry bath that's only this big is really cool. Let's go inside and take a look. Okay, we are in the dry bath. Let's start off with the shower. Nice size. You've got a sink with storage below it. That is your cassette toilet, medicine cabinet, and a sunroof above. That is a really nice bathroom. Now before we get into the bedroom, one more feature I have to show you. That is the combo washer and dryer. Of course, there's another big cabinet for storage, but when you get into the bedroom, here's the full-size queen bed. You've got storage and windows on both sides, an electric sunroof above the bed, and here's your control panel for all the systems on board. Now let's talk about your favorite subject, price. So the Patagonia starts at $700,000 and goes up from there based on what options and which chassis you choose. Now there is a chassis allowance within that 700, but to give you an idea, this version with the longer box and a lot of the components that they put on it would come out somewhere around $900,000 or so. Let me know what you think of the Patagonia in the comments below. I would love to know where you might take something like this in the world. Now with that said, if you want more cool content, head on over to our website at we'retherussos.com. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And a big thank you to all of you subscribers out there for watching. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.